So my thoughts about Occupy are really mixed. I feel like I've been witnessing Occupy from afar in many ways through conversations and social networks about what we think as people who considers ourselves activists, educators, people already working and struggling in the movement. What does this new movement that's called Occupy mean to us? So I've been really hesitant, but I'm really excited on the same time that this is getting such mass media coverage. I think it's really key. Without media coverage, your political movement doesn't exist. But I also have been listening to concerns of analysis over race, class, identity politics and the ways that's being approached in the movement as a mostly white middle class, possibly anarchist-run movement, but also inspired by New York and Oakland and the ways that people have struggled through those differences. But again, I'm kind of waiting to see what happens, because I guess for me, this isn't a wake-up call. For me, it's getting progressively worse and worse, and it's related to the work that I do in my everyday life. So for me to have the motivation to go on the street corner at LaSalle and Jackson, I'm kind of waiting to see how it develops, and waiting to see how the social networks that I have, which are communities that are multiracial, multi-class, activists working in Chicago, I'm kind of waiting to see how they respond to this movement and really what the direct demands are of our government when I don't see a lot of reform as being possible, when I see the system itself as problematic, and how we're going to address that.
My thoughts on Occupy right now are frustrating for me, because I believe in it and I know it's something that we need, and I'm inspired by it, but simultaneously I have a lot of difficulty, particularly here in Chicago, with the fact that we haven't been able to really establish space, and we haven't been able to create tangible results, something lasting. I feel like it's become a movement, and a lot of folks are afraid to commit to it because it is still moving, and sometimes we have to kind of become settled. I think it's a human nature to want to feel that, and to know that what you're doing is going to result in something very clear. There are a lot of demands and there's a lot of challenges that we face, and it's very clearly highlighted in that, but I'd like to see some actions that result in something that literally creates an egg, something physical to be left, a seed for the next group to come. So we're working to see how gardens fit into that, and I would love to find ways to leave a legacy of Occupy as we continue to build the foundations for something more.